I'm a little overdue for a drugstore haul, so that's what we have going on today. And I'd gotten a couple of requests from my last video to do a drugstore haul too. So, and this is more kind of a collective haul. Some things I just got, some things I've kind of had for a while. It's again one of those things where things are sitting in a pile waiting to have a video filmed on them. So I've gotten a few things quite a while ago and then some things more recently, so let's jump right in. This first product is a new mascara from Covergirl, and I'm quite fond of Covergirl mascaras, especially from their Lash Blast line. I love the way that their Lash Blast volume and the regular one make my eyelashes look, but I have been having problems with that mascara flaking for a while. It wasn't right away, it was a little kind of midday, and it just kind of drove me nuts, but I love the way it made my eyelashes look. Anyway, I've kind of moved on to some other mascaras since then, but I've also gotten this one, and it's really nice. This is what the packaging looks like, and then the tube, it's a pretty good size mascara tube, and it's turquoise with green on there, but the wand is fairly thin, and it's got spikes, like a little bit of a, it's one of the rubber bristled type of brushes and it's kind of tapered towards the bottom and gets bigger towards the top, but it's still quite thin, and it's got like more like prongs on there. It's really good at grabbing both the inner lashes and the outer lashes. And the thing about this, it's kind of twisted as well, but let's see if you can see it kind of there. The thing about this is I've been using it fairly frequently. It hasn't smudged on me or flaked, which is a big plus because I really like it. I only need one coat on my eyelashes. Of course, I've got some falsies on right now, but day to day when I've been wearing it, I just put one coat on and that's it, which is very rare for me to do with a mascara. It's usually 2 coats of either the same one or 2 of different mascaras or something like that, but it's usually never just one coat. So I really have been enjoying this mascara. It's the Supersizer by Covergirl. And then I had placed an order on Lady Moss because that's where I buy the Cocoa Lashes in Goddess. And they were on sale on the Lady Moss website for like $7.50 or something like that, which is very, very inexpensive. And I'm happy to say that these are really nice. These are so worth $7.50. They're the LA Girl Blush Collection palettes, and I picked up 2 of them. I picked up the pinky one and the glow one, and what was really made me happy about these 2 palettes is the highlighter shades in both of them are light enough for my skin tone. And if you do have a medium or deeper skin tone, they have 2 other shades as well that are in a deeper type of a version. But these products are really nice. So this first one is called Glow, and there are 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlight. The highlights are awesome, the blushes are awesome, the bronzers are not orange on me. I like, in both of the palettes that I'm going to show you, I love all the products in both of them. The actual powders themselves aren't super finely milled or anything. They're a little bit of a thicker type of a texture, but they look really pretty on the skin and they blend really well. So, and then on top of it, $7.50 is what I paid for them, which is, I think, is awesome, and I really like these. I should have wore one today. I hadn't anticipated filming this video. I thought I might, but I wasn't sure. So anyway, this first one is called Glow, and there is kind of a mirror right here in the top of the cover. So here is the Glow palette right here. The bronzer's matte, and then this blush right here has got a little bit of a satin type of a finish to it, and then this one's matte. So those are the colors right there. Really nice palettes for such a good price. And then the next one is called Pinky, and I actually purchased one of these for my mom as well, and she really likes it. This one here is, the highlighter's more pink in this one, whereas the other one, the highlighter's more champagne. But again, I really like all 4 products in this palette. So there's kind of a little bit of like sparkle in this one, but it kind of comes off more matte, I think. So, but they look really pretty on. Again, they do have a thicker consistency to the powders as opposed to like a finely milled one, but they look good. So that's the Pinky palette. I really like these. This next product is a lipstick by the brand NYC, and I picked this up at Walmart. I want to say it was like $2.50, and I wasn't expecting a lot out of it, but come to find out, it's really nice. It's the Expert Last NYC lipstick. This is what the packaging on it looks like right here. You can see it. And the shade that this is in 449 Creamy Mauve, which is what's on my lips right now with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Right away when I first swatched this, the Clinique Pop lipsticks, the newer Clinique Pop lipsticks with primer, came to mind because the formulation really reminds me of those. And it's called a, you know, Expert Last lipstick, so it's supposed to be long wearing. And I've eaten with this today. It's like 6 o'clock in the evening. I need to hurry up. I need to go ride before the sun goes down. But I've eaten with this. I've drank water with this, everything, and I haven't touched this up since I put it on. It's been on for about 5 hours, so that's pretty good. And it's got like a kind of a candy type of a smell to it, but it doesn't taste in my mouth. I really can't taste anything. So this is what it looks like right here in the bullet. The color is really gorgeous color, showing up very true in the viewfinder. The only thing that I found with this, as you can see, it went on pretty nice, but it's not quite as opaque in the first pass as like the Clinique ones, but it's still, I mean, 2 layers and it's full opacity, I think. So really good for the money. This is the only one that I purchased from the line because I just wanted to try them out, and this color looked really pretty, but I think I might purchase a couple more because there is some, it's a nice lipstick and it's wearing really nice as well on the lips, so that's awesome. Maybelline recently released a new line of lip products. They're called the Maybelline Color Blur by Lip Studio. They're cream matte pencils and smudger is what it says on the product, and this is what it looks like. This is the only shade that I picked up in number 50. I like to mauve it, and it's got like a little rubber nib on one end for smudging, which I'm not sure why you'd need to smudge it because the actual point is quite precise. And it's funny because I was trying to twist this up like this, and you actually twist this very bottom part that the rubber thing's attached to get the product up. I have not worn this yet, but I can tell you that it is one of those products that, those lip products that have the silicones in them, so that they kind of have that slip to them, but they're matte while being comfortable on the lip type of a product. I haven't worn it yet, but the color is really pretty. It's number 50. I like to mauve it. They are quite similar, I think, to the new Maybelline matte lipsticks. So that type of a feel to them. So that is number 50 right there. So in the little crayon here. And I think there was like, I want to say there was like 8 shades of them that I saw at Walmart. And then I did pick up 3 of the new Maybelline matte lipsticks as well. They came out with an original 10, and they recently just came out with another 10 lipsticks, and I picked up 3 of them. These are my favorite lipsticks from the drugstore, the Maybelline Color Sensationals, and their matte formulation again is one with the silicones in them so that they stay matte while feeling comfortable on the lips. And if you don't mind the smell of these, which I don't, like the L'Oreal version of lipsticks, that smell bugs me far more than this one. I actually don't mind it. It's kind of like a Play-Doh smell, but these are really, really nice lipsticks. So the first shade is 683 Pink and Chic, which it looks like right there. And I have not worn this one. It's showing up very true in the viewfinder. It's kind of like a light fuchsia pink type of a color with some purple in it. It's really pretty. And then I got 682 Blushing Pout, which I believe I wore this one in the Buxom video. I think I did, and I love this color. Gorgeous, gorgeous lipstick. It's called 682 Blushing Pout right there. So nice. This formula is so nice on these lipsticks. And then the last one that I picked up, I think I'm going to end up getting a couple more of the new shades as well. But the last one that I recently picked up is 686 Pink Sugar. And this one is like, it's a pinky, it's a warm, pinky, almost coral type of a color. Right there. Love these. These are great lipsticks. And then 2 other Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks that I found in a special display at Target. I don't know if these are part of the permanent line or not, but the colors are really pretty. This first one is 965 Bubblegum Bloom. Right there. And this is what it looks like. It's a really light pink shade. Kind of reminds me of Saint Germain a little bit. Right there. And these ones aren't matte. This is a really light baby pink color. And then the other one is 975 Playful Peony. And it looks like that right there. Also at Target, a product that caught my eye was the Sonia Kashuk Chic Luminosity bronzer highlighter duo. It looks like this. I think this is a fairly new product from her line. If I can get it open here. It's got like the little leopard or snake type of print in there. There's a highlighter on one side and a bronzer on the other. And the bronzer shade is very, very intensely pigmented. Both are very shiny products, but when I was using them, I kind of dipped into a little bit of the highlighter shade to tone down the bronzier shade, I guess. I had used it as an all-over glow on my face as opposed to a highlighter, because the highlight shade is a little bit too deep for my personal liking, and I did like the way that it made my skin look. It was very glowy type of all-over face look, and it added some nice bronzy color to my face. So very high luminosity though, so if you're not into that real shine, that product probably won't be for you. But I also picked up some products from Pacifica, particularly palettes. Two of them I've been hanging on to them. I got them down in California. This one I got kind of at home here, but it's the Pacifica Gossamer Wings Iridescent palette. And something that I really like about these shadows, they're nice and pigmented, and I think they look pretty on the eyes as well, but the amount of ingredients in here is just like, there's hardly nothing. The third ingredient in here is coconut oil. The fourth is safflower seed oil, which are both really good ingredients for the skin. So that's something that I like about Pacifica's eyeshadows, is they're just like skin friendly ingredients. So this is the packaging, and I wish that they would have put this pretty print on this here on the actual palette itself. I think that would have been a little bit nicer, but this is still cute too. This is what it looks like, and there's 4 shades in there. Give you some swatches. This one here feels because I haven't worn this particular one yet, this one feels kind of stiff. So does this one. The first one is very creamy though, so is this last one. So the first one and the last one feel quite creamy, but these middle two are a little stiff. But ooh, those colors are really pretty. I wish I would have worn this so I could give you an opinion on it, but so that is that one. And then I did pick up 2 of the Pacifica palettes I'm going to show you down in California, so I've had them for a while. There's the Pacifica Power of Love Coconut Infused Mineral Eyeshadows in this little palette. The boxes on these are so much bigger. I was like, the palette was so tiny compared to the box that it came in. It's like, which was a little deceiving, but anyway, there's the box on that one. And this is what the palette looks like right there. Super cute. I don't think I'll swatch all of these. We could be here all day long. I'll swatch a couple of them. These ones feel really nice. These ones feel a bit nicer than the ones from the last palette I just showed you. And then the last one is the Pacifica Charmed Shadow Palette. Again, a coconut infused mineral eyeshadow palette. And this one is really deceiving as well. Like when I pulled it out of the box, I was like, this thing is like tiny. And then you'd think that the shadows were like big inside. They're not. they're tiny. I haven't worn this yet either. Again, I kind of forgot about them in my pile of things to haul from the drugstore, but which I'm guilty of doing. Let me swatch these. Oh, those look so pretty. I think these ones feel the best so far as the texture of them. But so that one is the Pacifica Charmed Shadow Palette. Then I kind of did a little bit of a swap with my friend Vanessa from the Bombshell Suite. She couldn't find the Wet n Wild contour palettes, and side note, I love the contour half of the Dulce de Leche one for bronzing. It's the perfect rosy bronze for my skin. Love it. Anyway, she couldn't find those, and I had seen on Nouveau Cheap's blog that Wet n Wild came out with these blush and glow trios, and I couldn't find them anywhere. And I love me some Wet n Wild. So Vanessa went ahead and picked these up for me, and then I picked up the contour kits for her. And these are great. The texture and the pigmentation of these is really great. There are 3 of them that I'm about to show you. This first one is called Solar Powered, and they are limited edition, so I would check like I haven't been to like Kmart and places like that for a while to even see if they got these, but I would check, you know, Walgreens and all those type of places for them. So let me swatch these individually here. They're really soft. They're really nice and pigmented. They look pretty. This one I think is the deepest one out of, whoa, I should have wiped those off first. But see, great pigmentation on them. and that one is solar powered. And then these next two, the highlight shade in particular is just got me gaga. They're really, really pretty. This one is called Fair Trade Coffee, and that is what that one looks like right there. Beautiful highlight. It's light enough for my skin tone, which awesome. That's my like biggest problem with some highlight products, but so pretty. See, the bronzer isn't too, like, it's not too orange, but it does lean more on the warm side. So that one is Fair Trade Coffee. And then the last one is called Sunset Junction, and the collection did come out with 3 of these. So again, the highlighter is light enough for me, the blush is beautiful, the bronzer is a little on the warm side, but it's still pretty. The texture of these powders is nice and soft. Really impressed with those. Right there. So that one is Sunset Junction. These next products, I was literally on the hunt from here to California and everywhere in between, on the road, trying to find these palettes at Walgreens after Walgreens, and I could not find them anywhere. I think I mentioned it in the video I did down there, and somebody on Instagram said that they had them at their Walgreens, and they picked them up for me and sent them to me, along with an additional one that is a limited edition one. They're the 10 pan Wet n Wild eyeshadows. She does videos too, so I'll link her channel down below. Her name is Kat. So grateful that she picked these up for me, and I love them. They're so good. I think they were $6.99, $7.99 maybe at Walgreens. They're the Fergie Wet n Wild 10 Center Stage Collection Photo Focus Studio eyeshadow palettes. This is the one that I have on today, and beyond impressed. Like, it almost felt like a high-end eyeshadow to me, especially after I had used that Dior palette that I'm gonna send back. It was like I was shaking my head at myself, like, why even bother with something like that when this is so good? And it does come with a decent brush as well. It's synthetic, a little bushy blender on one side and a flat shader on the other, which is totally usable. It's like it's larger size, so it's not like one of them little itty bitty ones. Anyway, this is the palette that I have on my eyes right now. It blended great, the pigmentation's great. I did have a tiny bit of fallout, but nothing major. Just really, really impressed, because this is the only one that I've worn out of the 3 so far. So that's why I'm a little extra giddy, because it was just today that I wore it too, and it was so nice. It's so nice. Anyway, it's called Milano Collections. Tell you the name. This is what it looks like. There are, I think, a perfect array of matte shades in both the light end and the darker end, and there's some warmer shades and some cooler shades. It's really pretty. I'm super impressed with it. So let me swatch some of these for you. Here's some of the shades, and I have swatched all of them, and they're all kind of this pigmented, which is awesome. Totally worth $7 for sure. This next one is the Paris Runway palette. Again, it's got the same type of brush. This one here, it's nice and pigmented as well, but I do feel like these shades on this end kind of run together. I think you could kind of, instead of having all 4 of these shades be like that color, I think it could have just been done with one, because they kind of come off all the same. Anyway, the colors are still really, really pretty. And great quality for the price. Again, this is the Paris Runway palette. They're so nice. I'm just beside myself here. I couldn't wait to get my hands on them, that's for sure. So that is the Paris Runway palette. And then the last one is a limited edition one. And again, I follow Nouveau Cheap's blog. She posts all the limited edition Wet n Wild stuff and gets my heart erasing, and I'm like, how am I gonna get my hands on these? Anyway, she posted this, and I had let Kat know, and she found this one at Walgreens as well. It's a limited edition one. Again, the pigmentation is great. It feels like the other ones. This one is called Lunch in Sao Paulo. I was going back and forth between wearing this one today or the neutral one, but the colors in this are so pretty. This one here has got it doesn't have any mattes in this one. Some look a little satin, but for the most part there aren't any mattes in this one. And then the same with the Paris Runway, doesn't have any mattes in them. The only one that has a couple matte shades, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 matte shades in the neutral palette, so these other 2 are all like shiny. So that is what this looks like. Isn't it beautiful? This color, oh, beside myself. I love greens as well. So let's swatch some colors here. I just think these are great. Like, why can't Maybelline do this? Look at how beautiful. So beautiful. I kind of almost wish I would have worn this today. It's like screaming summer. Oh, it's so nice. I need to stop saying that. I'm kind of annoying myself. Anyway, this one is called Lunch in Sao Paulo. And then to round off this haul, I did pick up the L'Oreal La Palette Nudes 1 and 2. And actually, again, I ordered these right before I left for California, so that's how long I've had these. Like, that was in March. And I've used both of them on and off a couple times. I did have to work a little bit with the shades. For blending and stuff like that. It wasn't as effortless as some other shadows, but each time I used both palettes, I really liked the way that the shadows looked on my eyes. They were really, I almost feel like they were like sultry type of feeling, but they're pressed a little bit harder in the pan, so a couple of the shades I did have to, you know, go back and dip my brush into the shade a couple times. But they're not bad, and I really do, like, after you get the whole look on your eyes, I think the shadows do look pretty on the eyes. So this first one is the, I'm sure you guys have seen a bajillion videos on these, but this is the palette, La Palette Nude 2. And this is the, like the burgundy type of, cooler type of shades, I guess. There are, in this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 matte shades in here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let me swatch a couple of these here. You know, the colors aren't like anything unique, I don't think, but it's a good drugstore option, I think. Something to work with for sure, but the looks come out quite pretty. Sultry, I think. Sultry and quite neutrally pretty, so. And then here is La Palette Nude 1, which is the more neutral shades right here. I really like this color right here, is so pretty. But there's 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 mattes in this one. Everything else is either like satin or shiny. So let me swatch a couple of these guys. Right to there. So see, not bad, you know. They swatch better than that Dior palette I swatched in my last video. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if I'll try to be more on the ball with my drugstore hauls if you guys enjoy watching them. Because I love high-end makeup, I love mid-range makeup, I love drugstore makeup, I love all makeup. So you have to let me know if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.